Tonight, 82 of Canada's most exceptional teens compete for the most coveted title in the country for $25,000 in cash and prizes. Hosted by Degrassi star Luke Billick and Miss Intercontinental Canada 2014, Delaney Hawley. And now, live from Toronto Queen Elizabeth Theatre, it's the Miss Teenage Canada 2015 competition.
Alexis Gardner, 19 years old, Abbotsford, British Columbia.
Alicia McLaren, 18 years old, Victoria, British Columbia.
Kara Johnson, age 17, from Vancouver, BC.
Emily Geyer, 15 years old, Kelowna, BC.
Janice Chalk, 17 years old, Richmond, British Columbia.
Julia Nie, 16 years old, Burnaby, British Columbia.
Kayla Levins, 18 years old, Pitt Meadows, British Columbia.
McKenna Hawes, 17 years old, Victoria, British Columbia.
Melissa Delmonico, 17 years old, Coquitlam, British Columbia.
Natasha Carr-Harris, 17 years old, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Samantha Sewell, 17 years old, Vaughan, British Columbia.
Sarah Pipe, 18 years old, Terrace, British Columbia. Shirley Lay, 16 years old, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Sienna Leone, 17 years old, Vancouver, British Columbia. Alexandra Ferguson, 15, Spruce Grove, Alberta. Angel Berry, 13 years old, Calgary, Alberta.
Brooklyn Stevenson, 18 years old, Calgary, Alberta.
Edwin Jada, 19 years old, Lethbridge, Alberta.
Emily Gubsky, 15 years old, Calgary, Alberta.
Alinka Serban, 19, Calgary, Alberta.
Janlyn Hoffman, 17 years old, Medicine Hat, Alberta. Kellyanne Rocha, 19 years old, Red Deer, Alberta.
Lucianne Henry, 17, Clive, Alberta. Mackenzie Murphy, 15 years old, Airdrie, Alberta.
Paige Freeman, 17 years old, Nanton, Alberta.
Samantha Barron, 18 years old, Calgary, Alberta. Sarah Wojcik, 17, Red Deer, Alberta.
Shelby Lewington, 16, Sterling, Alberta.
Trisha Rozote, 15 years old, Calgary, Alberta.
Ashlyn Harrington-Gill, 18 years old, Leader, Saskatchewan.
Brooklyn Fair, 15 years old, from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Grace McCullough, 19 years old, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Jensen Fay, 18 years old, Turtleford, Saskatchewan.
Jordan Nozick, 18 years old, Maidstone, Saskatchewan.
Kelsey Monroe, 18 years old, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Madison Toombs, 15 years old, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Molly Buchanan, 16 years old, Regina, Saskatchewan.
Morgan Russo, 16 years old, Rosetown, Saskatchewan.
Shayna Waite, 17 years old, Crusoe, Saskatchewan.
Kiana Holiski, 16 years old, Gull Lake, Saskatchewan. Tori Clark, 18 years old, North Battleford, Saskatchewan. Carrington Harborn, 16 years old, Beausejour, Manitoba. Catherine Dubois, 17 years old, Brandon, Manitoba. Cheyenne Sobering, 17 years old, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Dana Fraser, 15 years old, Shiloh, Manitoba.
Devin Suchuk, 19 years old, West St. Paul, Manitoba.
Gabby Umperville, 15 years old, The Palm, Manitoba.
Caitlin Beal, 18 years old, Stonewall, Manitoba.
Keelan Rowe, 14 years old, Nepo, Manitoba.
Michaela Mendez, 17 years old, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Leanna Peters, 17 years old, Morden, Manitoba.
O'Leary McKay, 15 years old, Six Nations, Ontario. Alessia Zwagala, 18 years old, Mississauga, Ontario.
Alexandra Texar, 17 years old, Mississauga, Ontario.
Alicia Bellick, 16 years old, Sarnia, Ontario.
Alyssa Chazon, 16 years old, Fort Frances, Ontario.
Amanda Jordan, 19, Smith Falls, Ontario.
Chelsea Pitfield, 16 years old, from Sudbury, Ontario. Christina Stepp, 15 years old, Stouffville, Ontario.
Delaney Grant, 18 years old, Pakenham, Ontario.
Haley Beaudry, 14 years old, Bradford, Ontario. Isha Gupta, 15 years old, Mississauga, Ontario.
Jerica Ramos, 19 years old, Lennon, Ontario.
Katie Harper, 17 years old, Manitoulin Island, Ontario. Kelly Odekirk, 19 years old, Cornwall, Ontario. Madison Cavalton, 17 years old, Sudbury, Ontario.
Mahjad Zaboua, 19 years old, Hawkesbury, Ontario.
Michaela Peruccio, 17 years old, Caledon, Ontario.
Neha Samantha Banerjee, 15 years old, and Oakville, Ontario.
Samantha Cullen, 17 years old, Newmarket, Ontario. Sarah Beckenhauer, 16 years old, Elmwood, Ontario.
Shayna Buckle, 18 years old, Pickering, Ontario.
Teresa Waplinski, 18 years old, Barry's Bay, Ontario. Melinda Schlotthaber, 19 years old, Gunnestoga, Quebec.
Sarah Brannick, 17 years old, St. Stephen, New Brunswick.
Shelley Robichaud, 17 years old, Niguac, New Brunswick. Bailey Tarrant, 17 years old, Lawn, Newfoundland, and Labrador.
Anastasia Cook, 18, Truro, Nova Scotia.
Brianna Mantley, 16, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Hannah Canning, 16, Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Caitlin Savory, 18 years old, Alabridge, Nova Scotia. Cody Wilcox, 13 years old, Spring Hill, Nova Scotia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Francesca McFadden, and I'm the reigning Miss Teenage Canada 2014. Please give a warm welcome to all of the national delegates.